speed. Your obstacles become your opportunities when you shift your mindset. The other component is the fact that I had a really bad starter. Really bad starter. I couldn't speak a full sentence without tripping on my words. But today, I'm a public speaker. And that's because I had to shift my mindset from viewing my starter, my speaking skills as fixed to elastic. Once I started viewing my ability to speak as an elastic skill, then the starter was no longer an obstacle that stopped me. It was just a test. It was a hurdle that tested how seriously I wanted to speak better. And I started working on the starter. And I overcame the starter in university. But immediately I overcame the starter. Now I had my voice back. I realized that I have a voice, but I don't have the skill to use it effectively. When I speak to audiences or to groups or even in class, I don't command attention. So I went from overcoming the starter to now studying and practicing public speaking. All these things have tested me along the way. They have required that I make a mindset shift such that today, the one thing that bothers me the most is to see people living with unfulfilled dreams, unfulfilled and frustrated desires. And that is because they either became discouraged or became distracted, or they got disconnected from their dreams and they gave up, such that people end up giving up on their dreams because of discouragement, distraction, or because they think it's difficult instead of persisting until they are done. So I believe my role in this world, beyond working as a cardiologist, is to help people make mindset shifts that will empower them with the tenacity and resilience to face and overcome obstacles so that they can live more fulfilling lives. So in brief, that was an amazing question. In brief, that has partly been my journey. I went from a little known school called Kerongorori SDA Mixed Secondary School to studying at Harvard University. And it's not because I'm a genius. It's because I was blessed enough to make the mindset shifts at the time I needed to make the mindset shifts, so that all the obstacles I faced along the way did not become a reason for me to stop. The obstacles just required that I can change strategy. And it's one of the things I teach people, that you have to be adherent. You have to be faithful to the vision, but flexible with the strategy. When obstacles come along the way, you become flexible with your strategy, but you remain faithful with the vision. You remain faithful with the deepest desires you have. You remain faithful to what you value, to what matters to you, so that you don't let go of something important because of an obstacle. Obstacles don't come to prevent you from reaching your dreams. Obstacles come to test you. Are you willing to try a different strategy? Are you willing to learn what needs to be learned? Are you willing to persist for as long as it takes for you to achieve or to fulfill or to reach the destination that you are trying to go to? This is the fire that burns in my heart, and it's the reason why I have written the books I have written. If it was about making money, I have no reason to pursue money outside. Every hour I spend away from work doing this kind of work, I lose about $250 to $300 an hour. But there is a fulfillment I find from doing this work, coaching, speaking to people, that cardiology, medicine only fulfills to a little extent. If I were to think of myself as Paul of the Bible, Paul made tents, but he made tents so that he can preach. I believe that my tent making is cardiology. Seeing patients in the hospital is my tent making so that it can give me a means of living. But my mission field is doing this work, helping people make mindset shifts. I hope that gives you some clarity about why, for heaven's sake, I would be doing this kind of work that I'm doing here, creating groups and inviting people to those groups. Thank you for that question. Does anybody have any other question? Feel free to just raise your hand and throw your question out. For those who are just joining, my name is Dr. Job Mogire. I'm the founder of the House of Mastery, and I'm the creator of Shift Your Mindset. I have been running this program for 9 to 10 years now, but I was running it previously as a program based on a curriculum. It is the first time that I have now formally put that program into a book, and this is the book that you see here. The subtitle of this book is Shift Your Mindset in Just 30 Days. And I believe that that is possible because I have seen it happen over and over and over again. But it becomes possible because this is a 30-day immersion. This book has 20 chapters, but it has activities, very scientifically structured activities which you perform over the weekend. It has reflection, a lot of space for you to reflect. It has questions that make you think, questions that make you consider subjects, and questions that make you think about things that you haven't thought about before. One of my favorite chapters in this book is the last chapter in here. And this chapter is called Embody, a Clear Blueprint. The word embody means just to give body to something abstract, to give body to something invisible. When you embody confidence, it means you show confidence by how you carry yourself. So embody a clear blueprint. This is the culmination of everything that you study in this book, so that you end up with a clear blueprint, so that finally we can have a document that says this is your vision. It has the list of your goals. It has the list of your personal principles. We know what matters to you, what your non-negotiables are, and that is the journey of shift your mindset. You go from just this regular person who is living day to day, to becoming the kind of person who wakes up every morning ready to execute only what matters to you. You wake up every morning ready to narrow down to what truly matters to you. So over the last 10 years, I've offered this program. The last time I ran this program was November last year. But this year, I decided to put everything that program entails into this book, Embody, Shift Your Mindset in Just 30 Days. Now, I created this group because I am offering this program again in April. Everybody that joins will go through the program in April. The reason why it is that far out is because you will need at least 3 specific sessions to be ready for Shift Your Mindset. And the 3 sessions deal with the foundations. For example, you will, by the time you start the program, you will understand what is the relationship between your identity, your beliefs, your capacity, your behavior, and your environment in relationship to your purpose. As long as you are not clear how your purpose relates to your identity, your beliefs and core values, your capacity and your skills and abilities and talents, your behavior and habitual patterns, and your environment, as long as that is not clear, you will find yourself starting out pursuing goals and giving up. You start doing this one, you give up. You start this habit, you give up. The reason you give up is because you don't have clarity, and therefore you don't have alignment. That is one of the biggest things you will take away from the sessions that come before you go into the shift your mindset. And then once you are in shift your mindset, I promise you, it will be one of the most transformative programs you've ever been in. I have been all over the world. I have been in all sorts of programs. This shift your mindset is just something unique and something different by itself. It is one of the very few 30-day programs that I know, but this is a program that is immersive. It is an immersion. You have a chapter every day, Monday to Friday, and then on Saturday, you have what we call Reflection Saturday. And Reflection Saturday has a list of 7 scientifically structured questions for you to reflect through to help you master everything you have studied those first 5 days. And then on Sunday, you have what we call Blueprint Sunday. The purpose of Blueprint Sunday, if I could read for you just the description of Blueprint Sunday, it is time to strategize for the next week with intentionality. The questions below will help you create a clear plan. A new week is your chance to prove your commitment to embodying your desired identity. Sunday becomes sacred, so that you not only, if you pray, if you go to church, you not only just go to church. You go to church, you are ready with a plan that you're praying about, that you are committed to acting on, so that by the time the new week starts, you are operating from a totally new level. Even the people who know you begin to wonder, what happened to you? What changed in your life? What changed is that you are shifting your mindset. And when you shift your mindset, everything in your life begins to change. The words you use, the thoughts you think, the images you hold in your mind, the way you carry yourself, the conversations you allow yourself to get into change. You begin to let go of conversations that don't belong to you and focus on the conversations that truly belong to you. And for everyone that takes it seriously, you truly can unlock your power. You can unlock a power within you you never thought you had, and begin to truly transform your life. My life is transformed. I will never be the same. I will never have the worries I used to have. I will never, even when I face the same obstacles today, I deal with those obstacles very differently, because my mindset has been shifted so far off from where I started that my life has to be. It's not that my life chooses, my life must be different. My circumstances must be different. That's because my mindset has shifted. I see a few more people have joined us. I see Grace. There's Grace Kimani. I see Grace Masioka, Robert Gitonga, Rachel Njeri, Susan Kahinga. Thank you guys for coming in. If any of you have any question, this is an orientation, a meeting. I'm here to answer questions. When we start biting into the meat of shift your mindset, it will be now serious work, building onto something that will last. Any question from any of you? You might already have seen these slides. I will go through them in the meantime. If anybody has a question, let me take a look at the chat box. See a couple of, I see encouraging words in there. Thank you, everyone. What should we prepare on our end as we are looking forward to the sessions? What you need a copy of this book, because previously I had a curriculum and I would usually keep presenting the slides, but this book takes care of all of that. And it gives you a permanent record that remains with you of your thoughts and your reflections, but it also allows you to go back to this anytime you want, to review any of the chapters that you want. So in terms of preparation, I would strongly encourage you to get a copy of this book. It's just 2,000 Kenyan shillings. I'm not charging the value of the program, which is usually between 15 to 20,000, depending on which group I'm dealing with. I'm giving that program in April free, and I'm paying it forward because from June, I'm entering into a totally different season. This is my final gift before I cross over to a different season. So all you have to do is just get a copy of this book and start studying this book. Some of the chapters you will see in this book is, there's a chapter on resilience, a chapter on strategic living. That by itself, when you understand what it means to live strategically, that can be transformative. There is a chapter on active reflection. Sometimes we don't reflect. We are very good at ruminating, at replaying what has happened before, at remembering the negatives. Active reflection is like taking a knife that is so sharp and cutting through the chaff and separating the chaff from the seed and the grain that we want to keep. There's a chapter on authentic fearlessness, and that's probably among my favorite chapters. There's a chapter on daily alignment. I can't tell you how profound what you learn in there, if you apply it, can be. There's a chapter on legacy-driven living. If you look at how you have lived today, Did you go out into the day taking actions that are driven to creating a legacy that will be remembered years from today? Did you step out with an intention to only focus on doing things that will matter 5, 10, 15, 20 years from today? That's one of the things you will learn in this book. There is a chapter on redefined success. What is your personal definition of what it means to be truly successful? Is it your definition, or did you just adopt it from other people? Do you have your personal definition of what it means to be truly successful? You will learn that in the chapter on EMBODY, Redefined Success. There's a chapter on transition mastery. Transitions, one of the things we cannot escape. One of the things we can't escape in life is transitions. Every few minutes during the day, whether you're in the office or you're dealing with clients, you are always transitioning. You are always transitioning from one thing to another. Except the problem is that most of the times when we are transitioning from one thing to another, we pass through distractions. We lose our focus. We do this one thing, maybe with a client, then we become distracted, especially if we go onto social media. You will learn some amazing insights and practical strategies on how to create a transition rhythm in your life that makes sure that if you are working for 4 hours, you get as much of those 4 hours as possible. There's a chapter on impeccable words. There's a chapter on the final chapter, which I spoke about, which is a clear blueprint. And those are just a sample of the 20 chapters that are in the curriculum of Shift Your Mindset. And finally, now you have it in a book form. I am giving only 100 slots in this program, and it is already filling up. So if you intend to join the Shift Your Mindset, do not wait. By the time Friday ends, it's possible that we will already have filled. All you need to do is get a copy of this book. Get a copy of this book at 2,000 Kenyan shillings. You pay the money to M-Pesa. My team will send you the book, and you will be ready to jump into Shift Your Mindset using this book, EMBODY. The subtitle is Shift Your Mindset in Just 30 Days. In 30 days of fully immersing yourself in the content of this curriculum, this workbook, because it's not your regular book, it is mostly a workbook with content in the chapters and enough reflection segments for you to truly internalize what you learn in this book. Get yourself a copy of this book. That's all you really need to do. I see a question from Rachel and Jerry. Please speak more on foundation. The foundation is several ingredients, and that's what I call the blueprint. When you look at a building, for example, like the KICC, there is a day KICC was just one mound of concrete. The day when they picked the first mound of concrete, it was just a little bit of concrete like this. That was the beginning. There's a day when KICC was just one rock, one little stone, because it's one stone after another. It started from there. But the building of KICC had to follow a blueprint. Your foundation as a person is dependent on a blueprint. So the foundations you need will all be anchored in the blueprint. And this program, Shift Your Mindset, will teach you how to create a personal blueprint that you can carry with you for years and years to come. It will change your life. I promise you, it will change your life once you have your blueprint. I see a question from Maria. Kindly give us a date on when we will start. The program starts on 1st April, but we will have, from next week, we will have the preliminary sessions for the people that have already signed up. We have a book launch on Saturday. We are launching this book on Saturday 9th at 3 p.m. at the United Kenya Club. That would be one of the easiest ways to pick this book. And during that book launch, we are going to cover one of the chapters, one of my favorite chapters in here. So you will see how this works. If you pick this book, you can come to the book launch on 9th, Saturday 9th at United Kenya Club. United Kenya Club is at the end of University Way, just right next to St. Paul's Chapel. If you have a copy of this, you can come in and we will discuss. We will have a practical session on one of the chapters in here to give people a taste so that people can sign up and commit to going through this life-changing program. And so my recommendation is that you get this book as early as you can. Be among the first 100 people that sign up so that then you are part of Shift Your Mindset. I will probably end up charging the people beyond 100 who sign up and have them in a different group. So maybe I might end up with 2 groups in April, but the first 100 people, it is my gift to you. If you get a copy of this book, you will be in the program at no additional cost except for the cost of the book. I want to check and see whether there is any other question that comes up. Any other question from any of you? I have shared these slides with you before. I do not know where you are, whether you feel that you are ready to unlock your full potential. How long will you allow your potential to remain unexpressed? How long will you wait before you start creating the life you truly desire? This is your opportunity to jump in and begin working on the life that you desire. It's time for you to get out of the cycle of frustration, the cycle of feeling stuck due to old patterns. It's time, it's an opportunity for you to no longer be held back by limiting beliefs, keeping you stuck in the same spot you were in some years ago. This is your opportunity. Shift Your Mindset can unlock your potential. It can help you break free from your limitations. This is something that is so true in my life that when I talk about it, I want to put away the slides and just talk about my personal experience. Shift Your Mindset will help you break free from your limitations. I used to stutter so bad. My friends used to joke I should become a rapper. But today I'm a speaker. The limitation of stuttering did not hold me back. Shift Your Mindset will help you break free from whatever limitation you think is holding you back. It will help you rewire your mindset and initiate the process of transformation from inside out. It will help you create a deep self-awareness and build unshakable confidence so that no matter what environment you're in, no matter what obstacles come your way, you will find that you are ready to tackle and deal with them so that you can move forward. Shift Your Mindset will become the basis of your tenacity and resilience and endurance in the face of anything that comes into your life trying to destabilize you. This is a roadmap. This is not a book, it's a roadmap. It's a roadmap to creating the kind of life you desire. You get to step into a more powerful version of yourself, to truly feel what it means to have unshakable confidence, to operate and live a life that is guided by a blueprint, a life that is anchored on purpose, to begin to view all your limitations and challenges and obstacles as opportunities, so that when other people are complaining, you are searching for the strategy. You're looking for a strategy that helps you move forward. What do you get from Shift Your Mindset? It is a 30-day immersion, 30 days of being part of a community that is committed to changing their lives. Daily, you have practices that will keep empowering you to develop new habits, new rituals, new routines, to start operating in a new way. You have reflections from chapter to chapter that challenge you to begin viewing your life and showing up in your life in a different way. And of course, I will be your expert. I'm not your only expert. And my expertise is not based on knowledge. It is based on personal experience. I went from a school called Kerongorori SDA Mixed Secondary School to Harvard. Sometimes I have to pinch myself that I went from having no options to having almost unlimited options. You can get there. You just have to be willing. Are you willing to shift your mindset? And of course, this is the book, Embody, Shift Your Mindset in Just 30 Days. You're getting it at just 2,000 Kenyan shillings instead of the entire program cost, as long as you are among the first 100 people to buy the book from this group. If you do, you get into the program. Shift Your Mindset will change your life. Buy your copy today. That phone number is my sister's phone number. I do not have, I'm only in Kenya for another 4 days before I go back to the US. And then from there, we will do the entire program just like this. I have already planned how to schedule it in such a way that whether we decide to do it in the morning or the evening, I would be able to create the 35 to 40 minutes that we need every day, every weekday, to go through the program together. Get yourself a copy, send your 2,000 shillings to 0702131234. That's my sister's number. And get in as one of the first 100 people before the slots fill up. And you are welcome to join us at the book launch. The book launch is on Saturday 9th at 3 p.m. at United Kenya Club, which is at the very end of University Way near University of Nairobi. If you get around there, it should be very easy. And for the book launch, if you're coming, please RSVP through that number 0722 634269. And the just you don't need to pay anything else. You just need a copy of the book to come into the book launch. That's the basic of the 101 of the shift your mindset. So I'm going to just ask to see whether there is any other questions. Let me look at if you're unable to come to the event, we will courier the book to you, so you don't have to worry about that. Thank you for that question about whether the charges include. No, the charges, the 2,000 doesn't include the delivery. We won't know how much your delivery fee will be until we know where you are. There's some people, someone ordered a book from Mandela. Somebody ordered a book from Malaba. Somebody ordered a book from Mombasa. And then we have several people who've ordered the book from within Nairobi. Your delivery charges will be different depending on where you are ordering it from. But remember, you're getting the book and you're getting Shift Your Mindset at 2,000 plus the delivery fee without paying the 15,000 or 20,000 for the actual program. Whenever I'm able to do Shift Your Mindset and include one physical meeting, it costs 20,000. When I'm only able to do it virtually, it's 15,000. You're not paying for that. You're just getting a copy of this book and getting an entire 30-day life-changing program with it. And so the delivery fee, that will be different. It varies depending on, some people will come and pick the book at the venue. So that's what it is. All right. I do not see any other questions. I want to thank everyone that showed up during this meeting again. And let me see whether might the book be available on audio. The audio version will be available, but I will do the audio version once I return to the US. I have already rehearsed most of the book. Some of the chapters I can literally recite some of the introductions of some of those chapters. That's because I want to read it out several times so that when I record it, I'll record a high quality audio that anybody who has it will enjoy. And I do not just read the words, but actually speak out the language, speak out the ideas in a way that is compelling and in a way that enriches the experience of learning from this material. So the audio book will be available, but that's going to be probably in another 1 to 1.5 months because I have to return to the US. I have to finish rehearsing it, and then I will go to the studio and record it. Thank you for that question. Does any of you have any other question? If there's no other question, we will probably finish this meeting here and look forward to interacting again at a different time. Again, my name is Dr. Joe Mogire. I'm a heart doctor based in the US. I've been a coach and a speaker since 2009, but most consistently from end of 2013, beginning of 2014 until now, I have consistently been doing this work. If any of you have come across a business called House of Mastery, that is my main business.